Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend. So our first order of business today is the elimination of green, right? We can finish this off, both because we need this territory and also because I need this to stop happening. When we loaded in here, we were immediately hit with a decreased morale action, and the enemy spy was not caught, but come on, we all know who did it. So once we've eliminated green, I think probably it's the case that we should just roll directly into war against red, right? We know that the war between green and red ended with green's relatively weak army taking a city from red. I went back and looked at the footage. This was definitely red before it was green. So we have no reason to suspect that red would be able to resist us, right? We could just wipe them out quickly. We're about to finish... Yeah, we're a few turns off of finishing this tech era. The first thing we pick up in this tech era can be the ability to propose alliances. We kill green, we kill red, we ally with purple, and then from there, the game is basically ours. It's just a matter of figuring out what the quickest way to win is. So, let's take a quick look at red's Urkan, though. Is this guy dangerous? He doesn't have any lice or anything. He does have 7,000 max HP? What? He's level 10. Okay, hold on. How do these guys level up? Alright, so we can see that his level is not related to the number of skills that he's had bought for him. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty alright. That might have something to do with it. What does this one do? Oh, this is the food thing, right? Well... Yeah, he has 7,000 max HP, only 4,000 current. But, like, look at his attack and damage values. It would be borderline impossible to kill this thing. With 343 defense, we're always going to be hitting for either half damage or 0 damage, and we would have to barrel through at least 4,000 health. And keep in mind, he has winter enervation, so his stats are lowered by winter. These are the lowered stats. When winter ends, he's going to be stronger than that. How do we deal with this? Is it possible to... You can't buy out an Urkan that's owned by a player, right? No, the only option we have is attack. Huh. Well, I mean, he can't defeat our entire army by himself. He totally could if we were to attack him with our entire army, probably. But we can scatter. We might be able to just, like, win a war around him. It's going to require some mobility, though. Here's a change I want to make. We've been pretty tight on resources for the entire game. Usually I do this much earlier. But I think we have reached the time when it makes sense to equip improved movement trinkets on all of our units. I guess, hold on. Maybe not the Berdeki. Here's the thing. The movement of our armies is always going to be bottlenecked by the slowest unit in those armies. These guys need improved movement 3. They have a base movement speed of 4. It's dropped to 3 because of winter, but they have a base movement speed of 4, versus the Berdeki's movement speed of 6. So with improved movement, these guys will be at 7, meaning that even if we do put improved movement trinkets on the Berdeki, we're still looking at actually only 7 points of movement. But I guess Berdeki coming up from the back can reach the front earlier, and yeah, all right. We're good enough at building stuff, and we have enough dust now to retrofit with improved movement trinkets. We should probably do it. We should also make sure to get such a trinket installed on Pakwa here. I will say that if we go through with all this retrofitting, it is going to delay our purchase of heroes even more. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess if my plan is to evade Khazar and wipe Red's stuff out mostly around him, we're going to need the movement necessary to do that. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Oh, I don't have the money anymore. Well, let's do it next turn before we move. And I think I'm going to move Tlatonosi Pakwa up to this army. This army is both better prepared for battle and in a better position for battle than his current army. Let's just zap him up here. So yeah, if you're going to do something like this, you want to make sure you retrofit before you move, because when you gain movement, your current movement is altered so that it is the same percentage as of your total movement points as it was before. If we were to move until we have 0 movement left and then retrofit with the improved movement trinkets, we wouldn't gain any points of move because our current move would remain at 0% of our total move. But it should be fine as long as we do it before moving. The Urkan needs to continue. Can we get vision of what is going on over here? Okay, are these just neutral armies? Davenor is at 0 garrison with 130. So yeah, a lot of these cities have changed hands enough that they aren't generating natural garrisons right now. Man, maybe we want to declare on red right this second. This army has 1.6 movement left. I'm just thinking that maybe we could actually take stuff from red right this second. How much land does red actually have? We can see that his empire is pretty thin over here. I wonder if blue's been keeping him from settling westward. Yeah, he's in dire straits. What would it cost us to get purple to declare on red? Just keep this endless war going. He's actually willing to do... I mean, it's expensive. Why is that so expensive? Oh! Red is at peace with purple. That's inconvenient for us. I mean, we have the influence to cover the payment, and we have quite a bit of influence income, and our influence income is only getting better as we continue to construct these and the national arena in the capital. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe we want to do this. I'm a little terrified of Khazar, but I think we can win around him. Okay, so you, I guess, are going this way. So we have the Urkan and this army try to grab Davenor as quickly as possible. This is maybe a little bit aggressive. Is that enough to do the buyout here? It is not. You know, if we sell some stuff, we might be able to buy movement trinkets on both of these armies. And then we might want to get back into the business of building units for a minute here. Like, what if we had Halethby try to produce troops instead? How long would it take to build units? That's a little bit longer than I would like. We could build them out of Maswaram, but with no... We don't have proper roads out here, right? Yeah, so that's going to be quite a walk for them. I don't know, maybe we can pull it off with just the troops we already have. We do have a fair number of them, although we also have suffered a lot of losses recently. Well, I suppose there's no sense in declaring this turn, because we're out of movement and everything. Let's move on to the next turn, see how the situation evolves. In particular, I'm curious whether Davenor is going to gain a garrison. Okay, a single militia unit. That's a 10 population city. I want that very much. The dice have run out. Let's fix that. Yep, that's true. We did do this. We got 30 emeralds. We have 30 emeralds is not valuable to us, except that we could sell them. And next, via the Empire plan, raise your science ministry by 1 more level than previously. Well, that's easy enough to do, given that on our last Empire plan, we kind of took a dive on science. Urkans, the great ancient beasts of legend, have broken through Ariga's crusts and are beholden to none. Towering over the land and riddled with aggressive lice, they are a dangerous foe, perhaps best avoided, but they also offer the possibility of great power. Truly, the Empire who can control and advance Khazar, Chaka, and Fakir to their full potential will be mighty indeed. Be the first Empire to tame all 3 Urkans and unlock all 13 of their abilities. That's a tall order, controlling all the Urkans. We probably are not going to get that done this game, I guess. Alright, let's get those retrofits. So, 8 points of movement. Remember, Tlatomosi Pakwa is giving extra movement to the army, that's why it's so high. Let's get up here and make some noise. And also search this ruin. And also search that ruin. Oh, really? Just 2 units with only 40 points of fortification. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this quest. Wow, we are all of a sudden quite rich. Feed the hungry. Build a public granary in Sagar. Okay, I guess I will do this. We are going to get public granaries everywhere. That is the plan. Alright, is there any reason I would not just attack right this second? I guess we don't know for sure whether he has other units in the area. We could step this way and try to look around the city, but we know Green's army is weak, we know we destroyed most of it, and if I move this way, it's going to slow down me taking Red City over here when we declare on them, so I think let's just do this from here. This should be very, very easy. Okay, 2 units and a hero. Hero's reasonably statted. That's a Dawn Officer. I assumed it was going to be 2 militia. Okay, we can do this. Man, those militia stats are pretty good. That's alright. We can handle this. The Dawn Officer is going to go first. He still has, I mean, they still have 7 move. There's actually nothing we can do to prevent him from being able to attack us. I guess we just morale ball as far back as possible. That spot looks kind of orangish, but it apparently is not actually in our reinforcement zone. Or in our spawn zone. So yeah, I guess we just stand the Berdeki and the hero in front to try to absorb the blow. My guess is he's going to run around and hit an archer no matter how we set up, and we can't do this in such a way that he doesn't have that option. So we let him do that, then we kill him. And then, it doesn't really matter which one of these we kill first, right? They're pretty similarly, yeah, pretty similarly statted. I guess this guy has Cavalry Slayer, and we have a Cavalry unit, while this guy has Infantry Slayer, and we don't have any Infantry. So, he's a higher priority. Alright, if they are not going to force me to attack, if they're not going to force me to counterattack here, we definitely want to hit the hero with our Berdeki. And yeah, everybody else just hits this guy, who is targeting the militia. Don't do that. Okay, interesting. He went after the hero. Come on, lucky stun. Aw, no lucky stun. Well, I bet our Berdeki's dead. That militia's probably going to hit him. Ah, well. I will say I'm a little concerned about the amount of surviving we're seeing from these enemies. There we go. That's a little bit more like what I wanted to see. And the 4 of us should be able to kill this guy without him getting a turn pretty easily. And that was, in fact, Green's final city. The Empire of Lilia lives on only in tales, as it should be. So, I'm right that we just want to go for this, right? If I fall back to attack this city, their Urkan can easily come up and reclaim Avrama, and we can't reclaim Avrama as long as the Urkan is nearby. But it probably won't just sit here. My guess is it will advance and try to do other stuff, and we'll just clean up behind it. Like, the enemy having one super powerful army is not necessarily going to bend the war in their favor that much. You really need to be able to apply pressure in a lot of places. Yeah, so let's get over here with these guys and be ready. We have the movement to attack right now if we wanted to. I forgot to retrofit these dudes because it doesn't matter. They have enough movement to get where we're going, but I just expressed the reasons why it was important to do that before moving. I should have done it before moving. Or, since these guys don't actually need the movement trinkets right now, maybe we'd be better off just hiring a hero this turn, which we can't do if we do this retrofit. Yeah, I kind of think I'd rather hire a hero. Okay. I'm just going to throw Public Granary in the queue here, so that we remember that this is a thing we want to do. And I think I want to do this. I think let's declare. Purple has a great big army right here that could be helpful to us. Maybe he'll go and fight Khazar for us. Yeah, I think we can just continue the rampage. And look at that, we're blood brothers. Finally it happened. Finally Purple kind of likes us. Alright, can we give him resources, not tech? You give him some of my money. Oh, he'll do it for a very reasonable number of dies. This dude just loves our dies. 519 is expensive, but we're 15 turns away from an empire plan, and we have great income. Yeah, this is the right play. So blue and red were at peace. I don't think that matters. Diplomatic situation ended up being a little bit more complicated than we thought, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Alright, let's get this done. I suppose this could be a little harder than it looks. Do I want to maybe, like... Do we want to shift a hero over here, or maybe even buy a combat hero instead of governor? Because there could be a well-statted hero in addition to what is probably a militia unit in here. What's up with Zaltana? Oh, I guess we want to keep Zaltana in Masuarim because he's going to get the XP boost from finishing this, and then that's going to level him up. We probably need governors more than we need military heroes. Yeah, I should just go for this with what we have. The Urkan will get us through. But maybe I want to attack from this side, just to minimize the number of spaces that we can't see that enemy reinforcements could be on. And yeah, the Urkan is in reinforcement range. Okay, nice and easy then. I guess we'll manual it just to make sure that we don't take any silly damage, or minimize the amount of silly damage we take. Dude has 3 speed, so if we're in range to shoot him, he's in range to attack us. Yeah, I don't know. We just have at him, right? I don't know that there's any play other than just do as much damage as possible as quickly as possible. Fortunately, we do quite a bit of damage. We have a good morale ball going here. And with any luck, he might go after the Urkan instead of my archers. Actually, it looks like we are just going to kill him. Draken units have a lot of health. I'm used to failing to kill them on the first turn. Alright, let's stand in our new city. Have the Urkan scout up here a little bit. This area isn't even red. But it must have been, right? Because the AI very rarely builds a discontinuous empire. Usually they'll only settle regions that are adjacent to regions they already own. I guess if they had Erimda, then Davenor is adjacent to that. I don't remember if Erimda was originally red or green. Well, whatever. Maybe it is the case that blue and red were at each other's throats for a while and blue burned down a city or something, because I would expect red to have filled some of this area. I think a lot of stuff has been happening off camera. A lot of complicating issues. How much move does Khazar have? 5 right now, 6 normally. He is cavalry. Okay. That's dangerous. I'm worried about that. It's a little bit terrifying. Alright, where else do we have guys? You should probably try to report to the front as quickly as possible. Cannot retrofit this guy, unfortunately, because he is not in our territory. A Tome of Endless Savagery. I'm not too worried about Guardians. Nobody's even built one yet, and even if somebody had built one, they're not super terrifying. Yeah, you probably need to get up where the enemies are. See, these guys are so far out of position. Yeah, alright, let's buy the stuff for them. Guess we're not buying a hero this turn after all. Oh hey, Dustwater deposits. Alright, I feel pretty good about that. We've picked up a lot of territory, and I don't really know what's in a lot of it. There's a ton of Davenor that we haven't even seen. Still haven't seen portions of Erimda. Yeah, we'll worry about our new resource incomes and stuff in time. I see that your job is to pick up pearls. Probably your job should be to get over here and help me win a war, though. And we can go ahead and retrofit these guys as well. Hopefully Purple doesn't get too cross about me running through their territory. We're friends. They should be cool with it. But should be is not the same thing as are. Alright, one turn on the plow factory. Man, our research is really moving. Okay, you guys are not really doing a lot of good over here on industry. Slowly start working on that public granary. Do we maybe want them on dust instead? No, I want to get the alliance tech as quickly as possible. I want to try to cement our bond with purple while they're feeling like we're blood brothers. But this is what I was talking about. This blood brothers thing is what I was talking about when I was talking about the diplomatic benefits of mutual war. And I'm debating whether we want to move this guy forward at all. I want to scout this region. I just don't want to leave myself in a position where Khazar can come after me. But we have a mountain range and some water between him and me. This area is traversable, but like if I'm over here, I think we should be safe. We do have to be wary of Red's armies. 518 health. Yeah, they have a lot of HP on some of their stuff, that is for sure. I wonder if we could talk blue into fighting red as well. Out of curiosity, okay, they don't feel great about peace. They do not like a declaration of war on red. And it would be very difficult to buy them in on that. Okay. Thought it was worth looking at. Because blue as an additional distraction, I think, could be very good for us. Well, let's plan for a point of movement forward. I just want to make sure that we are in reinforcement range. Okay, yeah, that is planned. I want to make sure we're in reinforcement range of the Urkan. If the Red Army comes over here and attacks, we do not want to lose our Urkan. So this is going to finish next turn. Do we have any other important quests that we were working on? Not really, right? We have that, but we're not, you know... I'm not building Harmonites right now. We have a lot of other things to focus on. So no, nothing else of import. Alright. I feel like I'm forgetting something. If you're wondering why it seems like I'm delaying hitting unturn here, it just feels like I was going to do something and I don't know what. Yeah, alright. Okay, well we should probably build something in Davenor, that's fair. Granaries for everyone. Also, dust and science for everyone. Honestly, even with the rebellion penalty, still producing a fair amount of industry. Yeah, but like what's in these cities doesn't actually matter very much. Let's have them produce resources that are not dramatically reduced by their rebellion, and we'll get back to building stuff later. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I have this terrible nagging feeling that there was something I wanted to do that turn. So, welcome to Era 4. We can now see all of the resource deposits on the map. Additionally, I am close to an elimination victory. Yeah, we don't really have a long-term victory type plan. See an awful lot of blue units moving around at the edge of our vision. That makes me nervous. Okay, blue came over here and attacked us. Right, I'm standing in neutral territory. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Let's go through the rest of our stuff here. So, Hote Zaltana needs the second point of natural resources. What's up? The Urkan Fakir has been tamed by the Draken Empire. Wait, which Draken Empire? Okay, purple. Okay, good. That's fine. So, blue no longer has an Urkan. I don't think that changes anything substantively for us. Now we must send Zaltana with an army to inspect the ancient ruins at Unspoiled Ruins. These? Okay. What does send him with an army actually mean? Does he really need an army, or is it just like... I'm just going to make him an army. So we'll unassign him at Masuarim, create him as an army on... Sorry, what city is this? Erindla. Like, it doesn't give us any qualifiers for the army, any more information, so I'm going to assume that he doesn't need to have other people with him. We'll throw a movement trinket on him to speed this process up a little bit. Okay, so he'll get over there next turn. Oh hey, Arindla does have something in the garrison. Well, let's have you grab this great big pearl deposit that spawned. 11 pearls. Man, this golden tree was really worth the effort we put forth to get it. And then I'm just gonna have these guys run for the front, I guess. I don't know if there's a lot of value in doing anything else with them. Let's retrofit them first, which I forgot to do before moving them at all. Okay. So we've discovered a bunch of sources of Hyperium and one source of Mithrite. Right there. Obviously, we're going to need to get extraction techs. Oh my. So Pixie Blood is pretty bad. I believe Pixie Blood gives extra health regen to units that are in city garrisons, which is a very narrow thing for a resource to do. But Dust Orchid and Dustwater are two of the best resources in the game. Dustwater gives plus 50% dust, and Dust Orchid gives plus 20% food and industry and dust and science. So I'm very excited to have all of these. Let's, like I said, let's pursue Alliance Tech. I want to cement this relationship while it's feeling good. And then we probably want to go straight into Advanced Harvester, honestly. I know we need the Advanced Strategics and everything, but Dustwater and Dust Orchid are super good. Alright, and then I suppose this is the time when we should process this battle. And you know what? As long as this side of the map is locked up, what's going on over here? Could we actually attack this city? 2 units, potentially with a hero as backup. Maybe all I want to do is siege here. I'm a little worried that if we leave the city up, it could build more units, right? But I'm not feeling super strong right now. Is there any chance... Oh, right, one of you is not actually retrofitted with the new movement stuff. Is there any chance that the fast guy could get into reinforcement range? He is 1 tile short. What if I move... Can I get him included? There we go. That makes me feel a little better. This guy is not quite going to be able to make it. So 2 Draken units plus 111 fortification could be like 1,000 total HP to get through. I'm a little nervous about it. I mean, I suppose we got to take territory, right? And like I said, things could get worse if we wait. And they're not going to get a whole lot better for us. We're only going to get 1 extra unit in range. I'm not too worried about this guy out here by himself, because we have lots of fortification and militia. Yeah, okay, let's just attack here. So they do have a hero. This hero has a lot of health, but nothing else, really. And their militia are considerably less powerful than Green's, which means that they are at a lower level of technological advancement. I don't know exactly what it is that levels up militia. It might just be the era that you're in. But they do power up over time. They gain quite a lot of stats. So this guy's a ranged attack. We're not really going to be able to keep him from attacking whoever he wants to attack. I'm a little reluctant to have the hero in front, as I usually do. You know, I often put the hero in front because, in a sense, his HP is free, right? He can't actually die without the whole army dying. But, with him being so low, it would be nice to have his damage. Nah, it's probably right to have him play up front. He can eat the first attack. And these guys have 3 movement, so it would be best if we weren't close enough for them to attack, but we were close enough to attack them. Actually, we might be able to use this like little natural bottleneck here. That's not great. So with 5 move, or with 5 range, I could shoot him from back here, but then I'm missing out on the morale. His defenses are poor enough that that's actually maybe fine. And this way, the hero is the only unit that they can attack. So if we kill one of the Draken this turn, which is possible, not super likely, but possible, the other one just gets to attack the hero. This guy's going to get to attack whoever he wants. We can't really stop that. Yeah, this is fine. Ah, that's a shame. Didn't get through his fortification fast enough. I think we're still going to get him. Yeah. Oof. Alright, 67's higher than I was expecting. He got his damage and a half. I guess our defense, our defenses are really, really bad. This is what happens when your army's entirely archers. Well, we should not have any problem killing this guy. Yeah, Red's in pretty dire straits here. That Urkan is really the only thing they have going for him. God, I can't wait until all these morale debuffs are gone. Alright, I think the math on this works out a lot worse if we are even 1 unit shorter. Moving that guy up, I think, was actually really important. Come over here and grab him. Then we can merge this guy in next turn. And be back at a full-size army. A full-size army that has no melee units in it, and thus cannot... Boy, the word I was going to use there just slipped right out of my brain. Exert. Cannot exert any control over enemy melee attacks. But, still, good. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Pretty bad units, but a lot of pretty bad units. Wow, look at that hero stats. Why are they so low? Blue's not been advancing their military, like, at all. Well, so my options here are retreat with Chaka and lose a huge amount of health, or fight this army and probably lose a huge amount of health. Probably also lose some archers, right? Antedekes are ranged attackers. They'll be able to focus fire well, but they're short-ranged attackers. What's the terrain like here? No, it's just sort of an open field. So assume we all go first, which is pretty reasonable. It's going to take 2 attacks to kill each of these dudes. So we're going to kill 2 of them on the first turn. Maybe 3 of them on the second turn. We're going to have to endure... They have a high enough attack that they'll be able to deal damage and a half. To endure a lot of attacks. I think we just retreat here. I know Chaka's health is valuable and everything, but... and that is definitely blue acting to aid red. Friendship coming through for them. So we can see 2 red areas, or 2 red regions right now. We don't know anything else. Honestly, they might not have any other land. It's possible that war has just weakened them to the point where they're almost out of the game already. Hard to say. Am I allowed to merge these 2? No, okay. I thought that was the case, but was not certain. Alright, well, we reinforced this front a little bit. Khazar has not moved yet. I think he's in, It's actually hard to tell. I think he's in grounded state right now. Oh yeah, he must be, because we're suffering negative effects from that ability, right? Maybe they don't want to get him up. Maybe they're too reliant on the food bonus, or they're too concerned that if they get him up, I'll swarm him down. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, I don't feel super confident about that one. So we might just attack this blue army once we have more people in range and can start the battle with 6 units on the field instead of just 1. You guys need to just get over here. Man, it is actually still going to take an awful lot of moves. Oh, we gotta be careful about this. I do not actually want to grab that pearl. Don't want to spoil our relationship with purple now when things are going so well. Right, we probably need roads. First of all, this is kind of in the center of our empire, so it'll allow a lot of our regions to connect for trade route purposes. And secondly, we need to actually be able to move around. Actually, I might build just roads everywhere. Now that we have the ability to do so. Trade routes are powerful, and also Trade routes are powerful, and also movement is powerful. So the village of Laldora. The advanced alchemy lab is more effective in cities that have more burrows. This city has 4. Actually, the best thing to do here might be to build a burrow so that we can start leveling things up. It's going to take forever, but listen, a lot of our approval problems are going to stick around now that we have so many cities. It's no longer the case that, like, just getting ownership is going to be enough. We're going to have to come up with some real solutions here. Alright, so you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. We've dealt with all this. We have a good research going. Zaltana is going to get this next turn. Yeah, okay. I think things are going pretty well here. Boy, I sure hope we finish our faction quest soon. Oh yeah, new city needs to build. For some reason, nobody anywhere has the public granary. Oh wow, that's a center for mineralogy in that city, isn't it? Still can't get hospitality down to 1 turn. Alright, let's watch Khazar. Khazar's movement is one of the most important things in the game at the moment. Move these guys up to here so that I can retrofit them. Oh, Blue has declared a formal war on us. Well, that's interesting. So we probably want to fight this now. We'll deal with that in a second. I did take a city from your friend, that's true. The Queen has demanded contrition. Well, I'll donate you a bunch of arrows. How do you feel about that? Purple is moving on red, which is good. We need to back him up. So yeah, if purple can exert significant pressure on red up here, that if Khazar decides to uproot and go fight, it might draw him north, which would be really good for us. Because apparently we're going to have other problems to deal with for a little while. You need to take a route that does not result in you stealing purple's pearls. And we may as well just do this real quick. Nope, I spawned an army. Well, he's not going to be able to fight that by himself. Whatever Zaltana has discovered, only he understands. Hopefully you will be able to build it before time runs out. Zaltana has emerged, holding designs for a thing whose complexity seems impossible. How can hands build something whose plans are incomprehensible? In his designs, you understand some things. Or in his designs, you understand some things, and are utterly confused by others. In that gap between the comprehensible and the arcane, something whispers to your subconscious. Something that speaks of power and emptiness as endless as the universe. That is a worry in dealing with geniuses. Trying to comprehend them may drive you mad. But if your sanity is the price for the survival of the Wild Walkers, it is not too great a price to pay. More than ever, you understand that Auriga is changing. The pessimists say she is dying. The optimists say that she evolves. Even the optimists admit, though, that this evolution may be inimical to all forms of life. Zaltana must be encouraged. This strange set of thinking tools he has designed must be created. From Mithrite, of all things. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. In order for his constructions to go ahead. And there is no alternative. The constructions must go ahead. So we have to equip the Ark of the Builders, which we got as a quest reward from that last thing. And put him back in a city. So his assignment cooldown is not up for another 2 turns. Is there anything else I want him to do while he's out here? Oh, I guess we have to run away from this. So I don't actually have to fight this army. Fighting this army is not part of the quest. Let's just run away. They're going to pursue me, but that's fine. I don't care about that. Especially since we're just going to have him move again at the beginning of the turn. And then, what exactly is the Ark of the Builders? Oh, you know what? It's, I know this. It's a bow made of mithrite, I think. Yep. 18 mithrite is non-trivial. Can we buy that on the market? There is 18 mithrite available, but man, it's expensive. Okay, some of these new cities that we took need to be on dust instead of science, as much as that pains me. Do love a good science. One entire good science. Kind of want to let them finish that since they're so close to it. Like, a lot of this other stuff is of pretty limited value. I guess these guys in Halithby could be on dust instead. We moved everybody over. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of dust, right? Going to be over 1,000 for the first 10 Mithrite, and then even more for the next 8. Price is bad. Alright, I'll leave it like that for now, I guess. We're going to have to sell some stuff as well. Alright, let's resolve this battle with blue. So, do we want Chaka in second? I'm still not entirely clear what happens if if Chaka loses all its health in a battle where Chaka was not the main thing attacked. Like, will it switch over to blue? I guess if it did, it would switch over to blue at basically 0 health and we could just take it back. And this is definitely the most damage per reinforcement space that we can get in. Yeah, it's better to have Chaka be our first reinforcement. Alright, let's do it. So, like I said, pretty obvious that we were all going to go first. It is a little bit of a shame that this army no longer has the hero. Now we have to stand a little bit closer to engage in combat. Now these guys have 3 move anyway. Even if we were 5 spaces away, they'd still be able to move and get range on us. Alright, well, we're definitely going to lose archers here. So it's really important that we not attack the hero, if we can avoid it. Who's first? Their first guy is that one. He has 146 defense. I'm going to assign 3 attackers to him. We don't really have to think about like movement and positioning too much in this battle, because, like I said, they have the movement to be able to hit us if we can hit them. And then we're going to manually assign attackers to next guy. Yeah, I want to try to keep people off of the hero. And anybody who is assigned to attack a unit that is dead by the time they actually execute their attack is going to decide their own targets, which has sometimes worked out disastrously for us. Oh, well, apparently this guy is in fact still going to pick his own target, and he's going to attack the worst one. Yeah, that hero has like no damage at all. I'm really not concerned about what they're going to do. Alright, well, at least they're not getting damage and a half against us. Took them 3 shots to get through that one guy instead of 2. Okay, yeah, that seems... This is probably overkill, actually. If we get a little bit lucky here, we might be able to kill 3 of these guys this turn. Okay, we did in fact. Yeah, all we needed to do was not get a bunch of half damage rolls there. So, obviously, this is pretty much over. I should have manually assigned the Burdeki to run away, just in case we got to his turn while there was still something alive. Because there's no reason he should take damage on a counterattack. Alright, we might be able to get blue to give us something as part of a surrender. If we can just intimidate them with a few more big military victories like that. Let's transfer 1 more ranger over as well. Alright. Do you remember when I thought we might buy heroes? It's apparently never ever going to happen. So we really want this army to lead. We know that... Oh, that's right. I was thinking... we know there's no city in this region, because Khazar is here. That's the reason it's red. Well, we gotta continue putting pressure on red's actual regions. So let us run this way. Well, actually, do I have enough movement for... Here, let's move you back. move you back. Because remember, we want the armies to be in the same region as Chaka to get his bonus movement, right? Yeah, 2 extra movement for allied units in his region. Okay, so he doesn't want to go anywhere. We are out of move for all of our other units. So it's possible that Red doesn't have much territory left at all, actually. We might be very close to not having any real enemies left. Careful. Oh, okay, Blue is friends with Green. He's not upset with us about what we're doing to Red. He's upset with us about what we're doing to Green. Or what we did to Green. Well, apparently a truce is not on the table just yet. We'll get there. Khazar still has not gotten up. Yeah, maybe he's not going to. Maybe Red really feels that it's worthwhile to keep him planted. Can't say that I'm upset about that. There goes Purple, continuing the pressure. I think Purple's trying to claim Khazar, maybe. We should be around. Because if Purple fails, but in a way that weakens Khazar, I would like to be able to grab him. It's not really working out, actually. I wish we could tell Purple to ignore that. Just like, don't go over there, man. Oh, I forgot to have Zaltana move. Well, do we have... Yeah, we have 2 city garrisons here. We'll just win the fight. That's how we'll solve that problem. Specialized Polyp 2D2 is leveling up slowly. Somebody has built a Guardian. My guess is that it's Purple, because Purple has a lot of resources to spare. Not, I think, a great use of their time. And we're going to ignore the quest to get the Guardian Slayer, because it turns out you can slay Guardians with any units, really. Definitely build a plow factory here in Masawaram. Let's get that population rolling again. Sorry, you guys are not even close to out of move. Let's see if we can figure out where the city is and what condition it is in. Okay, we are seeing red units. He has rumblers. Wow, that rumbler has a lot of life. Also, a settler. That's fair. He desperately needs to expand. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, Rumbler 4, not a lot of damage, but man, those guys are tough. Same goes for the Drakenlings. Yeah, they just have a huge amount of health on all of their units. What is going on? Okay, Army Health Boost 3. That definitely explains some of it. Do the Rumblers... No, they do not have personal improved health trinkets. They're just that big. Well, that's actually a little awkward. I'm going to back up. I don't think this army can take those guys. We need some heavier troops of our own. Might need to actually build some Harmonites, actually. Alright, let's have a look. See if we can figure out what's going on up here. So it looks like there is another red region beyond that. We can maybe try to prod that with these armies. But he can't have too many big armies like that. We know his military was very weak not that long ago. Right, you know what, before we do anything else, let's try to negotiate this alliance. Alright, he's willing to do that reasonably cheaply. Can we do it without giving him tech? I'm just thinking, not that I don't want him to have tech, but just that tech trades are expensive. But it looks like the answer is no. Also, it looks like we have enough gold to pop a booster. That should be quite a bit of money, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, wow, that was quite a bit of money. We have a lot of buildings, you know? A lot of buildings that we were paying upkeep on. Well, all of a sudden, I'm feeling like buying that Mithrite is totally within reach. And then, yeah, we'll just give him some tech. That's fine. What does he want? Turns out he would go nuts for the public granary. Wow, can I get a tech from him in return? I can. Do you have anything I want that he's willing to give me? Honestly, shipyard's interesting. Alchemical armor for a better quality of trinkets is also pretty interesting. We never did get reaping station. I'll take alchemical armor too. I think that's a good trade. Alright, so now we are the best of friends. Our victory conditions are linked now, in the sense that if one of us wins the game, we both win the game. And the other players combined, I think, do not have much of a chance of standing against either one of us individually, certainly not against us combined. So probably we just won the game. There is the small matter of actually doing the winning, but I think we're in a real good spot here. We are in very good shape. I would like to get out of the war with blue, though, just because it's a complicating factor. We don't get a lot out of being at war with blue. Okay, there was nothing in that ruin. Nothing in that ruin either. That's a shame. Are you out of movement? No. I'm going to have Chaka follow up behind us here. Okay, so we can see purple has an army way deep over here, attacking red. I assume purple and blue are still friends? Oh, back to Cold War. Oh, no, sorry. Purple and blue were already at Cold War. So he's still really not willing to move on a truce. He is jealous because of our imminent victory. Imminent victory is strong. Likely. I would say likely is fair. Let's destroy some of Blue's villages. We got to make it clear to him that being in this war with us is costly. I want him to be reconsidering heavily. Okay, Avron looks pretty conquerable. So yeah, red only has the one powerful army probably, and I think we are likely to be able to shear off the rest of their empire, make life really difficult for them, and then who knows? Maybe we just peace out, let them hang on just barely in the game, because they certainly won't be much of a threat at that point. All right, so we dealt with this, we dealt with that. Let's go ahead and fight this battle. It should not be a problem to keep Zaltana safe from these guys. They have 2 natural movement. They've chosen to start up on this cliff with this dense forest around them. Zaltana has 3 range. So yeah, we'll be able to pick at them a bit, and obviously the militia can control their movement and stuff pretty effectively. Alright, so they're going to be stuck behind this bottleneck, and we are just going to shoot them, slowly. Over an awfully long period of time. Honestly, this battle's going to end up in a draw, because I don't have the ability to kill them fast enough to make any other outcome. Timing on that's a little unfortunate, because yeah, now he's going to get the beam attack, but their damage output is so low that it doesn't really matter. Alright, then we can just have Zaltana use his action point to attack this army. We can finish him off. Not that we need to, but better not to have neutrals rampaging around your territory. You know, they siege cities, they pillage stuff, it's all very annoying. So I'm going to have Zaltana, yeah, just kind of be right here again. Don't really do anything on the first turn, let the dude come forward. And we'll just put him in exactly the same trap. Guess we could probably even just let the militia finish him off since we're on the other side of the bottleneck here. I didn't have Zaltana run forward because I wanted him to come forward more. I was like not even thinking about the militia as real units. Not thinking about the fact that they were going to run over there and keep him in place. Okay. Problem solved. Not that it needed to be. Zaltana needs one more turn? Yep. Well, he can't actually do anything useful. I guess he could go, like... He cannot, in fact, go grab those pearls. Can you grab these ones? Yeah, alright. We'll be able to grab those pearls before we reassign him next turn. Purple's got a lot of units running around in our backfield in a way that's not particularly useful. Hey, do you maybe want to focus up over here? Oh, he's conquering the oceans. That's fine. I don't think I care about that. It's all within the team at this point. You guys need to get over... Yeah, that's fine. Just don't touch their pearls or they'll freak out. Okay. So Khazar is probably not going to fall, but if Purple were to try this again, I am in position to take over if he gets Khazar low. It sure would be nice to end up with that. And then where's the other... Where'd that other Urkan go? I guess I can locate him from here, right? So Fakir got moved all the way over to Antab. Okay. Not interested in using him as a combat unit. Okay, see, his stats are really bad. I wonder if it's the case that Khazar's stats are really good just because he's the third Urkan. Maybe the third Urkan shows up at a way higher level. Yeah, he probably didn't level up to 10 and get all powerful. It's just that the third one starts powerful. Okay. That makes sense. I can understand why that would be that way. So a lot's going to depend on the movement of this army on this coming turn. Also, blue and purple aren't at war, but I'm a little worried about all these blue armies coming after us. Even if they're all kind of bad units, and it seems like they are, it's still just a lot. It's a lot of dudes. Alright, this turn we should be able to buy the Ark of the Builders. Also, hooray for the end of winter. I actually probably want you guys to back up, right? I don't actually want to engage with this army if I don't have to. Keep an eye on them via the sharing. We're being offered something here. It might be red asking for a truce. Oh, I'm being sieged. Okay. Alright. That's not a real threat. Purple has armies in the area. We could generate some stuff here. We'll worry about all this later. You, grab those pearls. And then get reassigned to the capital, I guess. I don't know if there's any city he would be better in. And then we gotta give him his goofy bow. Oh, this is Purple trying to give me 67 Hyperium in exchange for public works. Yeah, sure. I'm down with that. That's a trade that is just mutually beneficial. The upcoming winter effect is terrible. Can we maybe not have that? I don't want that at all. -1 battle in ranged unit is... Or -1 range in battle on ranged unit is bad, but -25% production is worse. I think quite a bit worse. Let's prey on this a little bit, shall we? Let's prey on this like a whole bunch. I wish we could direct our allies, like, hey, let's employ teamwork to make sure that this winter effect I don't want doesn't happen. Purple is sieging Avron, which means we're not going to be able to get it. I have no way of waving him off. Red's only real army is going after Purple, which is great for us. Yep, there's Purple's Guardian that they built. At least it's one of the good ones. So... our armies are in kind of an awkward spot now. They don't really have anything useful to do. We could try to go get Ursay, maybe? To meet up with our guy over here. I suppose that's what we're doing. We don't really have a lot of other plays. Also, hooray for being super fast. We are unlikely to have anything to do with the Urkan this turn. So let's spook the settler. Do not participate as reinforcements. Oh, actually, he's dead. He already fled from somebody. Okay, well, obviously, we don't have to manual that. Hooray, we devoured a settler. Chaka leveled up. Also, we're earning influence points now for battle. When you are allied with somebody, and you are mutually at war with a third party, any units of that third party that you kill will give you influence bonuses. Alliances are super powerful. So Chaka leveled up, and Honestly, his stats are pretty good now. I think it's hard for me to know, because I've not been attentive enough, how much of his good stats here are because it's not winter anymore. How much I adjusted to the level that his stats were at during the winter, and how much that is actually due to the level up. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter too much. My inattentiveness is not going to cost us anything. Not this time, anyway. Alright, Kezar is cool with letting us just run through here. Let's just run through here. We can grab this hero without getting all of their stuff. Although we don't know exactly what's in the city, and that's certainly worrying. Maybe I don't want to attack the hero just in case that city is like 2 rumblers and 2 militia. Yeah, I don't have the movement to get next to the city anyway, so fighting militia is kind of a bad play. They'll just regenerate for free. Yeah, let's get over and get by the rest of our dudes. Let's form up our ball of units. Okay. He is actually going for this. It's possible that he could take the city. Morris is not well defended. If he does, obviously we just take it back. Where do we want to build some units here? We can just buy some units out at this point. It costs 1502. But how many units would we need to defeat his army? Like 2? He's got one of these guys, 361 health. You know what? I was thinking of blues bad units. These bad units actually have a lot of life. Yeah, okay. His army's a little bit more reasonable. Well, let's take... Yeah, we're going to have to purchase some units to drive them off. Alright, let's fight the battle. I don't think this matters. Like, me fighting this, I don't think matters. I don't think there's any way that we can possibly survive. He has 3 movement. Wondering if we could just run away enough. Because I also have 3 movement. Tadike's gonna get to shoot. It only has 72 damage though. Yeah, like what if we tried to make it really awkward for him to just even land attacks? I don't think we can beat his units. Our militia aren't powerful enough. But we could like hire a combat hero, buy a couple units. We can definitely repel this after the fact. Yeah, I'm gonna try to minimize the number of attacks they're getting. We'll see if we can't maybe just survive this. That would be good enough. The dude has 3 move. He will be able to attack us if we move here. Provided, I mean, there's no way, right? His orders are going to be attack that guy. You should run away if you can. I suspect you will not be able to. Yeah, okay. So we move this guy to the opposite corner of the map. All we have to do is keep one of our units alive for the city not to fall. They do not have a lot of time here. So I think we could try to kite around, but honestly, the best play is probably just stand in the corner, right? Oh, that guy gets 2 more attacks on us. I don't like that. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, they're gonna kill me. Yeah, I don't have the move to escape. That's a shame. If I had run this way... No, it wouldn't have mattered. They have just enough move. They're going to get the attacks in. Bummer, man. Realistically, our only hope was that this guy would choose to run into this space for no reason. Yep, they're just barely gonna do it. Okay. Like I said, this is not a big deal. We will just take the city back. So, we have a lot of stuff that we can sell. Where is our polyp guy? Oh, actually, Zoltana... Oh, no, Zoltana's cooldown is not up. You're in Garant? So probably we move him over to here so that he can participate in the counterattack. And we can buy him some basic gear. And then what I would really like is enough money to just produce a couple of units. We do have to kill these guys. Unfortunately, I don't believe there's any way to communicate desired targets to your ally, because if I could tell Purple, hey, it would be great if that dude was dead, Purple could certainly help us out. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. I'm pushing our faction quest forward, which I don't love, but I do think it's necessary. Is placing a Dakari Ranger plus recalling our good combat hero going to be enough? It might be. These guys don't have a ton of damage. We're pulling actual units in. We'll get the other hero plus the city garrison plus the 2 archers. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay, so we'll buy this guy out. We'll plan to teleport Tlatomosi Pakwa back here and make him pop this unit out, make him the leader of that army. We gotta make sure that we remember to equip specialized Polyp 2D2 with actual combat gear so that he is not just going to keel over at the moment the battle happens. Oh, right, and we entered a new era, so we have access to a new tier of gear. We can probably afford to give him adamantium equipment. We have an awful lot of adamantium sitting around. Personal improved life trinket. Shoot, I bought out an old version of that, of the archer. I should have upgraded the archer design first. Ah, well. We've already committed it. It's too late now. Alright, so let's do that with you. Let's go ahead and upgrade all the designs now while I'm thinking about it so we don't have that happen again. I sometimes don't like to upgrade to the tier 1 dust helm. You gain defensive stats, but you lose the 8% attack that comes from the iron helm. But here, I think we're so low on defenses that we really need every little bit. And I think I'm going to keep the improved damage trinket instead of putting health bonuses on them. It's only 6 damage. How much health do we get from this? Improved life 1 is 20%. You know what? Maybe we want to do that. Maybe this is the new design. Is the new level of Dust Shield worth ditching this thing? So 6% defense plus 10% health against 14 defense plus 15% defense plus a higher level of block and a higher level of sharp sense. Yeah, it probably is. Okay. New Berdeki design. Just probably go with Dust Gear. I guess they could have adamantium weapons at this point. Our adamantium mining rate is phenomenal. Definitely want to stick with swords. And they can get some extra life, because it would be really cool if they could survive attacks once in a while. And, you know, we absolutely might actually build some Harmonite. Let's throw the basic design on them as well. Dust Claws are 24 attack, 34 damage versus the other types of claws, which are, yeah, okay, way better. We probably wouldn't build many of these guys. What's our Palladian mining rate? Yeah, I'll have them use weapons made of Palladian just to try to avoid overstressing our adamantium supply. Okay. Reasonable designs for everybody. So this Trendwind thing should, I think, go pretty smoothly. We should probably... Oh, I was going to say we should probably redesign this guy's gear, but I can't do that right now. Let's step over here, get him in our territory. the very least, we want to do this stuff. He has access to a trinket that improves the health of his entire army. Sometimes it is marked as obsolete for some reason. There we go. Army health boost 1. Definitely worth having. And I think I'm going to replace his existing damage trinket with the tier 2 version of it. Now that we have access to that, thanks to that tech trade. Oh, we have tier 2 personal damage rings as well, don't we? I suppose maybe the right play would have been to just upgrade the archers to this. How much extra damage is it? It would have been another 6 on top of what they had. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Alright, and then move the army back over here so we get the Urkan buff again. Yeah, they're way too far forward to get back there. Actually, maybe not. Okay, I think, honestly, he is more likely to be needed back here than he is up there. And maybe that's not true. Because we might have a tough fight ahead of us. Depending on exactly what units are in this garrison. And he can be in reinforcement range of that battle next turn. Yeah, let's just move him forward. You guys are nowhere near the front. And thanks to the magic of actual decent roads, we can get pretty far back here. Yeah, you can turn around. That works just fine. It is nice to have right of way up. And we can retrofit these guys. I'm just going to sell something on the market here real quick. Yeah, some Quicksilver. That works. Well, how much do we need? It's a 130. Okay. We'll do this now so that I don't have to try to do it quickly at the beginning of the next turn. In Samuntia, we finished building a thing. Let's build a different thing, and then we got to make sure we have reasonable orders issued for everybody at the beginning, for everybody to execute at the beginning of the turn, because we want to hit this button to get that archer moving toward the invaders. We want to make sure everybody kind of takes care of themselves, because I have to be paying attention to something else at the beginning of the turn. All right, yeah. So everybody just kind of move in. You should not run any further forward. Okay. I think that's good. Alright, so our goal here is to, at the beginning of the turn, quickly pop this Dakari Ranger out of the city and then assign Tlado Mozipakwa as a leader to its army. So first we want to hit this button so that our moves will execute. Then we want to be in here. We want to just mash the heck out of the new army button as soon as it lights up. Come on, run faster. Oh, actually, it looks like Purple's going to take care of this guy for us. Attack. Attack? Okay, we attacked. So Purple spent his action point there attacking, I think. He caused the army to retreat. So Purple does not have the action point necessary to reclaim Morris, which is important because I need to do that. It is worth noting, though, that Purple has the movement necessary to siege Morris, which would prevent us from reclaiming it. That would be annoying. I don't know that it would be the end of the world. Yeah, if we ended up losing this city, it wouldn't matter that much. Oh, it has Drageshi villages. It actually does matter quite a bit. Alright, so now that that's locked in, let's worry about this stuff. The Red Army got beaten up pretty badly and is in full retreat. Let's see if we can maybe make something happen over there. If we can catch them out before they get home, we might be able to kill them off, and then Red has functionally no standing army. Purple took Morkshra, which is great. Yeah, I will definitely be annoyed if it ends up being the case that Red's doomed little incursion into our territory ends up meaning we lose a city to Purple in a way that's not reclaimable. I think that's what's going to end up happening here. It's a real shame. You should probably merge up with these guys. Yeah, okay. Our goal here is to catch this army out here at low health. It won't be able to retreat, but they're low enough that we could kill them pretty easily. You have 0.1 movement left. Weird. Oh, these guys are not actually in range of the battle yet. Their visual position is a lie. Look, they're actually... Yeah, they're actually in this tile. Well, that's annoying. I attacked before they were in range. Well, I guess the upside here is that it doesn't actually matter, because purple forcing the retreat means these guys have no health at all. They do move before us, though. So I want to be really far away. Okay, yep, everybody has reasonable targeting there. That guy is definitely the bigger threat. That was a weird choice of targets. I'm not really sure what he thought he was accomplishing there. Alright, problem solved. No, trying to run over there and get the siege on before they could. Oh! He's just moving on. He has places to be. Okay, we don't have an action point either. These guys do, though, because they were not in range of the battle. Well, that was an awfully nice thing for purple to do. Just let me have my city back like that. Okay. So now we're going to have to run this guy back up to the front, but I don't think it's a big deal. And our specialized polyp has gained another point here. I think we're going to ignore the second point of Waste Not, Want Not for the moment and just head for Inspirational Leader as quickly as possible. Yeah, this is a weird little... I'm not entirely sure I understand Red doing this. Like, taking a city in the center of my empire. He's got to know we're going to be able to take it back. He's not going to do any further damage. I don't know. It's a weird play. Alright, let's equip the thing on the guy. Oh good, the price of mithrite's gone down a little bit. So we need 18, right? I need another 800, or rather, I need another 210 on top of what we have here. Should be pretty easy to generate. We have an awful lot of luxury resources. Let's sell Quicksilver. And then a little bit of Blood Crystal, I guess. I don't necessarily value this stuff super highly. Alright, so Zaltana, get your bow. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't actually buy the mithrite. I got the money for the purchase and then didn't actually make the purchase. There we go. Alright, there we go. Zaltana, get your bow. What else did I have to do? Was that it? Was that the whole step? Yep, okay. Gonna give us some Dust Orchid. We did just finish the tech for the extractors. Probably the next thing should be Rare Metal Foundry. And then we should definitely start getting some extractors and some queues. Wait, does yeah, Masuarum has a Dust Orchid deposit in here. Why don't I have the option of building the extractor? Am I just looking right past it? It doesn't... The tile is in Masuarum. Yeah. Okay, these were not there a moment ago, right? Am I going crazy over here? I might be going crazy over here. Okay, so that's up in 4 turns. Where else do we have Dust Orchid? The Dust Orchid and the Dust Water are the two I'm most interested in. Oh, nice. One of the Dust Orchid deposits was under Erindla, so we have the we get that extractor for free. Over here. That one's probably going to have to be rushed along with gold. Or dust, rather. Fortunately, we have the dust income for that to be reasonable now. I wish I had taken more note of where the notifications said they were. Because, what, there were 3, weren't there? Well, I guess that is 3. The one under Arindla, the one in Tinan, and the one in Masarum. Okay. There's also Dust Water. Oh no, here's one in Morris that we are not building on. How much do these cost to buy out? Okay, that's not too bad. It's nice that I can see that number and say that's not too bad now. We're in a much better place economically. Actually, yeah, I guess dust filtration would be pretty good here. We're still rebellious. We have way too many cities. Our expansion disapproval is considerable now. Minus 120. We do have a tech in... Oh no, the tech to reduce expansion disapproval further is in the next era. Oops. Well, we might just be at rebellion for the rest of time. Plus 25 defense on forest. That's not useful. Yeah, we might just be miserable for a while. You know what we can do is we can use all of our money to purchase our way into a bunch of luxury boosters, hopefully. Actually, there's not a lot of most stuff on the auction house, and we need a lot of resources to get boosters going. Yeah, we might just be unhappy for the rest of the game. Sometimes that happens. The Empire gets big. Alright, well, you're out of move. You're out of move. I think this is where we're going to end the episode. I'm always a little nervous about ending the episode with enemy armies nearby that have movement, because when you reload the game, the enemy, like, the AI kind of rebuilds all of its considerations of the moment, and so sometimes they will change plan abruptly. But it looks like these guys do not have any resources left for changing plan. But probably nothing terrible will happen if we stop here and reload later. So, hey, look at that. That was also a very productive episode. We are almost out of enemy players now. There's still a ton of territory to expand through. Yeah, I don't really know what our victory condition is yet, but I am confident we will be able to make whatever choice makes the most sense. Because man, oh man, do we have a lot of resources to work with here. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we finally make a choice. And we'll see you then.